With how many consecutive zeros does this number end? So let's first look at this number, 20 to the power 20 times 25 to the power 25. So we need to find how many consecutive zeros this number ends, starting from the last digit, right? In order to be 0, right, let's look at those numbers. How can we make it 0? It's either 0 or 2 times 5, it becomes 0, right? So we can see that 20, there's already 0 in the last digit, which means that 20 can be written as 2 times 10, and 10 to the power 20, there are already how many zeros here? 20 0, right? But it's more because we have 2, right? And we have 5. 25 is 5 times 5 to the power 25. So it's more than 20 zeros. Let's just further look at that. So 5 times 5 is equal to 5 to the power 2. And then to power 25. So that becomes what? 5 to the power 2 times 25, right? So that becomes 5 times 5 to the power 2 times 25, which becomes 5 to the power 50. So we can write it as a factor 5, this number, to the power 50, right? Since this will become the same number, it becomes 5 to the power 2 times 25, which is 5 to the power 50. And let's go back to this number. We just look at this one. 20 can be factored into 2 times 10. We take out the 10 to the power 20, right? And then what we left is 2 to the power 20. And then we times 5 to the power 50. So that's what we have here. What we just noticed, we already have 20 tens, 20 zeros, but it's more than that. What is more is coming from 2 times 5. How many tens we can form using 2 to the power 20 and 5 to the power 50? We look at the smallest number of 2's, right? So 2 times 5, 1 2 with 1 5, what becomes 10. We add another 0, right? How many 2's we have? 20. So we use all the 20s, all the 2's, and all the 22's, and also use 20 of 5 to form how many tens? 20 tens, right? And we use all the 2's from here, which is 20, and use 20 of the 5's to form tens, 20 tens. And what we left, we will use 25. What we left is 5 to the power 50 minus 20, because we used the 20 of the 5's to form tens with 2, right? So that becomes 2 times 5 to the power 20. That 20 is coming from here, the minimum number of 2's we have. And what we left for 5 is 5 to the power 50 minus 20. The minus 20 comes to here. It becomes 2 times 5 into here. And what we left is 2 to the power 20. That is what we have in the beginning. Times 10 to the power 20 times 10 to the power 20. This 10 to the power 20 coming from 2 times 5. 2 from this number, 5 from this number. And the remaining is 5 to the power 30. But 5 to the power 30, no matter how many 5's I time, the last digit is always 5, right? So the whole number becomes this 3 number multiply it, and this is the same base, right? So it becomes 10 to the power 20 plus 20. There's 40 20, right? Same base, 2 numbers, right? We add them together, or because it's actually the same number, this is the same number, which means that 10 to the power 20 to the power 2 is the same as 10 to the power 20 to the power 2. It's the same number multiply itself. And when we do that, it's the same meaning. is 2 times 20, which is also 40, and then times 5 to the power of 30. And from here you can see we have 40 zeros.